like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab round man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Honey, I dash. Yeah. Honey, I dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Gunners and the Buffalo Bills. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Here we go.
Now Haskins on first down. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Haskins will throw. Being chased out left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, it's Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kalen Ballage with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On the right, 52, Mike, 52. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards on the ground.
Watch the shit.
First down, Houston.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Second and 10 now from the 27. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Check, ready, set. Check, 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 check. Check.
To throw again, Jackson. And that's Elliott, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Brings up second and 9 at the 16-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Look. Motion. Let's go.
On second and 9, Jackson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The throw over the middle, taken in, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the gun, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
41. We've got to wedge that. Go.
Now it's Haskins finding Knox there, complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Fourth down, here's Haskins. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Under 10.
They run it with Balaj. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Nice job there to clamp down because, really, they've been on their heels this drive.
I could come right back at them.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Jackson. Bryant has it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play in that situation.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's good. past the 35. He'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
First down, Houston.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. A first carry now for Kofani Muhammad. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Two times. We got three, fellas. We got three. Mike by two.
Jackson now. Complete to Bryant. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw, Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Balaj. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Now Balaj. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Hey, switch gears. That's it.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Haskins. There he goes inside the 30. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Set. 6 yards.
Stop your whining. Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
That's it,
First
baby.
down
We got
and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson to throw again. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
61 yards. First down, Gunners.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separate.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
Squeeze, double. Mike 5-4. Yeah, let's get set lunch.
They go play action with Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Three down. Check 99. Motion.
Now again, right side, Muhammad. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready. Let's go, D.
From the gun, Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike 5-2. Let's go. Hey, Mike 52. He's checking. Crash. Check. Lucky. Go.
Jackson from the shotgun. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Houston. 54 yards. That's a heck of a way to convert on 3rd and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll try the left side. It's Knight. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. It's caught by Bryant. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Jackson. He completes it to Bryant. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. Open man is QT, complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run here with Balaj. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. They'll try and run with Balaj. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Take 4, take 4.
From midfield now, Haskins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Intended for Dawson Knox. Incomplete.
A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. It's complete to Diggs. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Haskins now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's a run with Balaj. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now Haskins to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 23-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to roam now. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A huge play there for Houston. 67 yards on the ground. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game.
2nd and goal from the 10-yard line.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now they try the right side here. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drive's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins finding Knox there, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Got an open man. It's QT. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Set the tone, defense.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. He's going to have the hook up to QT. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for our visitors, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Bills, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh? Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't do it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it.